everyone, welcome back to the Pretty Normal Me vlog. I'm Clarkson and today I'm going to do a Q&A, if that's okay. And I'm a poet, just like that. Well, I will start by answering the question, why do you look so tired, Em? Em looks tired because for the first time since October, I got drunk last night. I'm not proud of it. I'm not supposed to because I haven't been very well, but I went a little mad and it was my friend's birthday and I was like, you know what? Let's drink tequila. Whose idea was that on a Thursday? Like, bad plan. If at any point I had to close my eyes, it's because the daylight is too bright. So I put a tweet out last night asking if anyone had some questions for me, and I was really excited and flattered that so many people did, and I will try and answer all the ones that I got to the best of my ability. It feels so gross. And just the worst thing about my hangover, for anyone who's new or who doesn't know about my stomach problems, I have something called leaky gut. So while I'm treating, which is really gross, but while we're treating it, it's no sugar, no dairy, no caffeine, no gluten, no alcohol. I already don't eat gluten and dairy and I can't eat those because of existing intolerances and allergies, so that's actually been fine. But the no sugar thing is like basically impossible. No caffeine is killing me. And then no alcohol, I've done really well. I did like the whole of the Christmas period without it. And then I'm kind of like, now at this point, like I'm not really sure if I'm supposed to, but I do feel okay generally if I just have like 1 or 2 gins or vodka. That is what that's about. But the problem is in the mornings where old Em would go and have, like I'd go and just eat, you know, you have to carb load when you're hungover. And now it's really hard because I can't do what I'd normally do. So just to try and fix my hangover, I just had some gluten-free bread with hummus and carrots and cucumber, and it's like that is not the hangover meal that I dream of. Like that is not the pizza that I should be eating right now. So I think that's actually why it's taking so long to cure. But I do have, I'm answering a question as well that no one's even asked me. I've asked myself, I'm hungover basically, I'm sorry, I'll stop banging on about it. So my first question was from someone called Laurie, and she said, who would you most like to swap places with for a day and why? Okay, I haven't looked at these questions yet because I wanted to answer them like with element of surprise. Who would I most like to swap places with? Probably my dog. Like, is that really weird? I've always said like, I would love to be my dog for a day, like because she just must have the best life and I want to see what she sees. And like they say that dogs can't see in colour, like is that true? And why is a ball so interesting? And like, oh, I don't know, that'd be so much. I'd just be really interested. Does her food taste nice? Because I'm not sure she likes her food that much. So I probably would, like, that's probably not the inspirational answer that you were looking for, Laurie, but I would probably swap places with my dog for the day. So yeah. What is my greatest inspiration? From someone called Krista. Oh God, Krista. My greatest inspiration. Oh my God. This is like the biggest question I've ever been asked in my life. I think, if it's a thing, my biggest inspiration is me. Because I'm like, I'm the only person that will get me to where I want to be. Like, I've got great visions for my blog, but the only person that will get me to where, get the blog to where it needs to be is me. So I kind of like Em from the future is my inspiration. Like the Em in my head, who I look at and she's fucking rocking it. And I see her, her, I don't know. I see her and then I'm like, that is who I want to be. So does that answer the question? I don't know if that answers the question. I tried to answer that question. This is a really hard question, so I'm really sorry. Kate Wilkinson, what would you say to a 13-year-old you? Okay, to anyone who doesn't know, I have a book coming out in August. It's finally available to pre-order and I will put the link below. Plug! But in the book, the first chapter is Dear Emily, age 13, and it is a whole load of things that I would have told 13-year-old me. There is so much that lovely girl should know. I realised writing that chapter, which is the first chapter of the book, quite how much I wish I had known. If I was in a joking, quick chat with her, I would tell her to throw her blue eyeshadow away immediately. If I was able to give her a big hug and tell her something, it would be that life gets better and just be true to yourself, because I was not true to myself as a teenager. I tried to be something that I wasn't, and I tried very hard to fit in with people who were great people. There's nothing wrong with the people, but I spent a lot of my life trying to mould myself to be something that I definitely wasn't. So I would probably, I mean, I'd definitely slip the eyeshadow thing in there somewhere, but I would definitely say just be true to yourself and like believe that your life's gonna get better, because like your life will get better when you're true to yourself, because that is true. What is my all-time holy grail favourite beauty product? It can be beauty or skincare from Rach. Okay. Oh, this is a big question. Oh, it's annoyingly, like incredibly annoyingly, the most expensive thing that I own. Most expensive skincare that I own. I mean, I own a car. It doesn't cost more than that. But no, probably the most expensive beauty product that I own is my holy grail, and it is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I very recently discovered moisturiser. Don't laugh, although you can. I mean, I spent 20 years literally never moisturising my face. Well, I started getting wrinkles, to be honest, and I would be looking in the mirror, I'm like, I'm 22, babe, like, where have these come from? And I'd get like dry skin here, I'd get really dry skin on my face, to the point where my boyfriend would be picking bits of, like, we'd be out at dinner and he's like, oh, come here, and he'd like pick a bit of dry skin off my face. It's like, oh my god, I want to die. Like, I want to die. Surely there's a way of fixing this. Moisturiser, as it turns out, is the key. I have tried lots of moisturisers. I love moisturiser. I moisturise my face at least twice a day. Normally in the morning I moisturise with the Magic Cream before I put on my makeup, because it makes you just so supple and soft, and then in the evening I wash my face, and then I use a different moisturiser. I use like a nighttime one from Alexandra Sovrel, and that's really good as well for sleeping. But I'd say my holy grail product is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Moisturiser. I mean, oh, there's so many though, because like, this isn't a question, I wish you were here and I'd be able to ask you more about it, Rach, but like, is this like my desert island thing? Because I don't care about having dry skin if I'm on a desert island, because I probably have moisturised skin because of the beautiful weather. You know, I only need it because I live in shitstorm England, so maybe I'd want a bit, I don't know, maybe I'd want something else. Maybe I'd want a razor. I'd probably want a razor if I lived on a, I tell you what, it's probably going to have to be a razor. I don't know if she's specified. This is so unspecific, because well, it would only be, maybe if it's a desert island, it would probably have to be a razor, because, you know, like, I wouldn't want my rescuers, if I'm like alerting my rescuers, like, hello friends, and then it's like, pa-chow, like, oh no. So maybe it'd have to be a razor. Or maybe a concealer. If it was a concealer, it would be the last, what was it, Forever collection. I'll link it below, best concealer in the world. Really cheap, it's like £5. But you know, Rach, you've just got me there. Too many choices is a curse. I think that's what they said. That's an expression, isn't it? Too much choice is a curse. We are the example of that as like beauty buyers. I can't talk. Why am I so hungover? This is from Megan. Who is my personal hero and my favourite quote? My hero is my mother. Hands down, fucking legend of a woman. She is my hero. She is a 6-time Ironman. She's worked hard her entire life. She's raised 3 children. And she is a patron of one of the most important charities I know. And if it wasn't for her, the world would be a much sadder place. She is one of the kindest, warmest, loveliest people that I know. And I do get asked this a lot, who's my inspiration, who's my hero? And every single time it's my mother, who I love so much. Now, my favourite quote. Oh my god. In terms of like inspiring myself, I just live by the do no harm but take no shit. I mean, that's what I live by. I want that printed on my gravestone probably. She did no harm, but she took no shit. Oh my lord, why have you asked me such a big question, Megan? I feel like I should say something really inspiring, like Oscar Wilde or something amazing. Oh, I'm gonna have to get back to you on the quotes because there are so many that I love. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, that took me a while. I can't think of my favourite quote. I will think of it, because I've got too many. I'll have a think and then I'll put it on Twitter. I'll tweet you with my favourite quote, because right now my brain hurts. Emma just asked for a shout out. because she loves my channel so much. That makes me so happy. Emma, thank you. Emma Butler. Whee! Here you go. Joanna says, what is the top 3 things on your bucket list? Oh my god, why do I just don't feel like I'm the right, like I feel like people, maybe it's just because I spend a lot of time on like Twitter and blogs and stuff, but all these people have bucket lists and they have dreams and aspirations and personal heroes and quotes that they live by. I don't know, I kind of just plod on with my life. My top 3 things on my bucket list, yeah, I don't do bucket lists because, I don't know, I just think it seems so like, you're putting a huge amount of pressure on yourself. Like I feel like if I say it out loud or write it down or something, then I've got this huge thing like I'm not normal like this probably, because most people are like, oh, it's my dream and aspiration, but for me it's like, oh my god, what a huge pressure to put on myself for the rest of my life. It's like, before I die, I'm going to, and then what if I get to like 90 and I've still not done it, and then I can't do it, because what if it's like skydiving? There's no way that 90-year-old arthritic me, who's been chained up to, not chained, tubed up to the nines, like I wouldn't be able to jump out of a plane unless I just didn't have a parachute and that was my way to go. I really want to see the Northern Lights. So I suppose we could put that on there. I would love to see the Northern Lights so much. Can you see how hard my brain is having to work, like delving into myself? I don't want to go to space. I don't want to go diving. I'm not particularly bothered by a skydive. What else do normal people have on their bucket list? Let's Google, that's a good idea. Let's Google like ultimate bucket lists and see if I get any inspiration. If we got time, we'll make time. That's why I use my bucket. Bucket's got C in it. Okay, well this is a travel bucket list. You see, number 1, see the Northern Lights. So I'm quite normal. Visit the Galapagos Islands. I don't know why I'm now doing this. This is not part of the video, but I'm telling you anyway. My boyfriend really wants to go to the Galapagos Islands. This is all he talks about. He's been saving and saving and saving and saving, and he sends me links like once a week, being like, oh my god, we have to go. This is gonna have to be how he finds out. I don't want to go to the Galapagos Islands. I would love to, if I wasn't a human being, I would love to go, but I am a human, and in order for me to get there, I would be getting on a plane, which I'm fine with, but getting on a plane and going to a place where humans aren't meant to be. We don't live there. It is one of the final places on this planet that has not been ruined by our greedy, money-grabbing, earth-ruining hands. I don't want to fuel a travel company that is going to exploit the land like that. So I don't actually want to go to the Galapagos Islands, and I wish they'd take it off the list so that other people wouldn't go. This is a trek to somewhere. I don't want to trek anywhere, that sounds shit. See New England in the fall. I've got Old England. Old England, and it's autumn, not fall. Tour Patagonia? No. Oh lads, oh I know, okay, I've thought of one. I really want to get a tattoo. That is a good one. Tattoo, and I want to get, I'll tell you what I want to get, because I know you're wanting to know. I want to get here, my mum's from the Isle of Man, and I don't know what it's called, because I keep trying to call it a slogan, but then I realise a country can't have a slogan, so like a quote, like the Isle of Man quote is, whichever way you throw me I'll stand, because I'm going to say logo, although it's not right, the flag has 3 legs on it, like 1, 2, 3. I don't want the legs because it's actually kind of creepy, but I love the quote so much. I'd love to get that tattooed somewhere. And I want to get my my zodiac sign thing done here. I'm a Cancer. And maybe the coordinates of where Alex and I met, which was at Glastonbury Festival. And I'd like to get that, like maybe along here, and then he could get it too, and then we'd be so cute, and we'd be like a sort of fatter, hairier version of Instagram couple goals. We just shared it and be like, whoa. So that's my dream. So tattoo and Northern Lights. I'm out. I'll have a think. I really should have done a bit of prep for this video. Pamela says, do you have a nighttime routine with lotions and creams on your skin to moisturise through the night? I do. I love skincare so much. At the moment, what I do, because I've been really good recently and I'm starting to take care of my skin, I go to my bath. Like I'm literally have a wee. I'm being too specific. Right, okay, I'm at my sink. I cleanse my face. I use an Alexandra Sovereign who makes the most, I will link it below, the most beautiful skincare. It's all handmade and it's so good for sensitive skin, and I love her, and she is I don't know if she's watching it might be weird for me to call her a friend because maybe she doesn't think we're friends, but I'd kind of like to think that we're friends, so do you want to be my friend, Alexandra? Like, probably not. I'm embarrassed. She won't be watching it, so I'm gonna just pretend that we're friends and she's not here to argue her point. So yeah, she makes this amazing skincare stuff. So I put it on my face, I cleanse it, and then I remove all my makeup with, I should use a flannel, but Alex won't let me use the flannels because he says it's really gross having orange flannels all over the house, which I kind of get. So I use these really soft cotton pads, and then I dry my face, and then I moisturize it. Again, I use the Alexandra Sovereign moisturizer when I moisturize, and then I actually do my mouthwash while the moisturizer's like setting in. So then it like, no, I've already done my teeth. What do I do? I do it, oh yeah, so I do my teeth while the moisturizer's on, then I finish brushing my teeth after 2 minutes, and then I put on it's again Alexandra Sovereign. There is a theme. I do switch from brand to brand, but I generally use one brand all at once, so I won't go like, oh, like Nivea this, Alexandra this, like something else. I normally use one brand quite exclusively because I feel like they are made to work with each other. Like, that's my general thinking behind that. So if I'm using one brand, I will use one brand. So I'll link it below as well. I use the Dermalogica, I can't say it, I know I'm not saying that right, but I'm not even going to try and say it right. I used that for ages, and that was actually really, really, really good. There are elements of that I like more, but then I don't want to use like that moisturiser when I've got the Alexandra moisturiser, because I feel like she will have had like a really good reason for why she did it. Does that make sense? So yeah, I stick all in one go, but at the moment I'm using Alexandra. I'm about to start using this new brand, which I'm going to review on the blog because apparently it's friggin' insane, and I'm really excited to have got my greedy little mitts on some. That is on nights when I'm being good. On other nights, I get a face wipe and I lie in bed and I'm like to get my eye makeup off, and it's gross really. But that's because you can't be great all the time. When I'm in and when I'm like at home, I really try and take care of my skin, so I do that. But if I've been like out last night, for example, on the piss, I get home, I don't think I took my makeup, because I remember when I got home last night, I was like, oh, makeup wipes, I need to take my makeup off. And then I got into bed, but I was a bit drunk, and I, somewhere between the bathroom and my bedroom, had put my makeup wipes down. And I haven't even looked for them this morning, but they will be somewhere in between. So I actually slept with my makeup on last night. So I don't do that every night, because who has the time? Am I right? I'm really sorry, that was much more of a chat, and I'm just looking at that. All right, this is 26 minutes. Like, this is gonna need a big edit. I'm sorry that my hair looks a little frizzy. I'm sorry that I'm wearing a hoodie. I'm sorry that I got bags under my eyes, and that I keep snotting, and that my brain didn't work, and I did not make a very coherent, big word for a slow day, a very coherent video, because I went off on a few tangents and basically had no answers because I am a crap adult. Everybody knows that. I love doing this, and I get so flipping excited when I get an email being like, someone subscribed or someone has commented. I just want to make that, I want to say that now. I am so lucky to have you guys, and I just want you to know that every single comment, I literally die with excitement. Like, I really, really do. And all the videos, it makes me, and like it just makes me so happy. And I want to keep doing loads of stuff. I want to start doing like cooking maybe, or like, I don't know, I feel like there's loads of stuff we could do together, but I need guidance because I don't want to make something that you're going to be like, why is she doing this? It's really boring. So yeah, tell me. Guide me, my friends. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm giving you all a really big snuggly cuddle, because that's the benefit of a hoodie, is that you can give really big snuggly cuddles. I'm gonna put some oil on my hair because I can see in the viewfinder that it is very frizzy. It's a damn time of year, and I didn't blow dry it because that hairdryer was so loud in my head. I was like, no, I can't hear that. I will link every product that I mentioned. I can't even remember what I mentioned because I've basically been rambling for half an hour. But I will link every single product that I mentioned down below in the description box. And yeah, I'm gonna go and get on with my life and my day. Thank you for watching. Take care. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. And I love you all very, 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 very much. Very much. Very, 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 very. Go home. Okay, love you. Bye guys. Thank you. Bye.